Hi viewers, welcome to the Grammar Channel. In today's lesson, we are going to learn all about preposition. Preposition, an important lesson in English grammar. Parts of speech, we have been learning parts of speech, nouns and its kinds, pronoun with all kinds, and today's lesson, preposition. Let's move on to the lesson. Let me explain what preposition is all about. A preposition is a word or a group of words used before a noun or pronoun to show direction, time, place, location, relationships, or to introduce an object. I repeat, preposition is a word or a group of words used before a noun or pronoun to show the direction, the time, the place, location, relationship, or to introduce an object. So let me give some examples to make it more clear. Some common prepositions are words like in, on, at, under, over, above, and so on. Now, there are certain rules to apply preposition in a sentence to make it sensible. Now, let's see one by one. Preposition of direction. To refer to a direction, we have to use a set of prepositions, and they are to. She drove to the school. I drove to my workplace, and so on. In, into, on, and on to. Don't ring the doorbell. Come right into the house. Into. Is use into in this sentence to make direction clear. Next, preposition of time. To refer to one point in time, use the prepositions in, at, and on. I repeat, to refer to one point in time, use the prepositions in, at, and on. Use in, the word in, with parts of the day, not specific time, like in the month of. He reads in the evening. The weather is cold generally in September, December. She was born in the year 1996. All these are in general, in. So, we use in, the word in, parts of the day, not specific time. Use the word at with the time of a day. Also, at noon. I go to work at 8 o'clock, specific time. He eats lunch at noon. She often goes for a walk at night, specific time. Next, use on with days. I never work on Sundays. And he does laundry on Wednesdays. To refer to extended time, use the prepositions since, for, by, during, from so and so time to so and so time, until, in general. I'll give you some examples. I lived in Delhi since 2005. I moved there in 2005 and I still live there. So to mention that, I live in Minneapolis or Delhi since 2005. She will finish her homework by 6 o'clock. Not sure she will finish her homework immediately or sometime beyond that. Between any time now and 6 o'clock. She will finish her homework by 6 o'clock. She works part-time during the summer. Not exactly which days, but sometime during the summer vacation. All these are by, during, and all that. So from and to. They are in school from August until May. Starting from August, ending May. She will graduate within 2 years. Not longer than 2 years. Within 2 years. During, within. These are the words to convey sometime during that period. Now we'll move on to preposition of place. To refer to a place, we use the words in, at, on, inside, something contained inside. Let me give you some examples. They will meet in the boardroom. He left his phone on the bed. Place the pen inside the pouch. To refer to an object higher than a point, use the prepositions over and above. To refer to an object lower than a point, use the prepositions below, beneath, under, underneath, and all that. So let's see more examples to make it very clear. The bird flew over the house. The plates were on the shelf above the cups. The basements are dug below the ground. These are some examples for prepositions used here: over, under, above, and all that. Now, let's see some prepositions of locations. To refer to a location, use the prepositions in an area or volume, at a particular point, on a surface. More examples on this: they live in the country, an area. They live in the United States. They live in India, an area. She will find him at the library, at the school library, specific point. So we use at. There is a lot of dirt on the window, not exactly where the place, surface window. There is a lot of dirt on the window. Preposition of relationships. To refer to a relationship, use the preposition above, across, against, between, inside, near, towards. All these are relationships. Let me give you examples. The post office is across the street from the grocery store. We will stop at many attractions along the way. Walk towards the garage and then turn left. These are all some examples to show direction. So we have common verb plus preposition. How we use some common verb along with preposition to make a sentence more meaningful. For example, about. Don't worry about it. Don't complain about it. So I read about the flooding city. All these are about, used by about. At, arrive at. He arrived at the airport 2 hours early. She looked at her. These are the words. So next one is from. From, the results differ from my original idea. She suffers from influence. Yeah. So for, now the word for. How to use the word for. So be sure to account for any discrepancies. I returned the transcripts to the interviewers to allow for revisions. All these are used for. Now we move on to of. How of is used. The recipe consists of 3 basic ingredients. He is concentrating on his work, on. They depend on each other. See how the word on is used along with the word on. Insist on, right? I must insist on the following. Depend on, concentrating on, verb plus preposition. So I hope I hope I hope to contribute to the previous research. To and contribute. Now we use with. With used for I agree with you. Agree verb with is a preposition. She argued with them. Argued verb with. They will deal with the situation. Deal with. These are the common verb and preposition. They go together to convey a meaningful sentence.